So guys, this is the A.c.c.whizzy mechatronical engineering research, and I'm the builder of this G blackbird, that is gravity blackbird. So and it has been a project that I've been working for about 2 months now. The complication of this job was much because I tried to get this job in a very wonderful way. Like maybe at the end of the day, someone is like interested in buying this kind of product. I can also have a way to get exactly this job. So what I have to do is that whatever you see here, I'm not just bending metals to join together. Like if you take the measurements from here to here, and check the other side, you will see that they are both the same. So whatever you see in this side of this car and check the other side, everything is actually under calculation. So there is a lot of job that I have actually done on this car now. As you can see now, he's actually using chain to prepare the back tire. So I try to work some chain adjuster. Although in an automobile, these two adjusters that I use on this chain is actually for a timing belt. This is actually for a Peugeot, I think 307, and this is actually for a Golf 1.8. So I use their timing adjuster to do my chain, because I think that's the only one I can lay my hand for now. And you can see now the steering, the dashboard, everything that is going to be mounting, that I'm going to be mounting on this car, it will be working. There's nothing that is going to be for fancy, because I watch videos on how the white men build their technology, how they build their cars. Is really mind-blowing. So I cannot do mine, and it will be looking a lot of things. So some things on it will be looking like it's for fancy. I think I'm above the job, or above the level of being, well, for some things to be for fancy on it. So this car now is actually an experimental automobile. So the reason why I'm putting that experimental, that there are some features that this car is going to have, that a lot of people out there have to understand that this is an experimental, that I cannot commercialize it. let me not talk about some features of this car, but let me give you some hint of it. You can see this car actually have a turbocharger. I mounted a turbocharger on it to increase the power of the engine, because this is about 150cc engine. This is a 150cc bike engine. So I mounted a turbocharger on it to boost the power of the engine. So that is the turbocharger, as you can see here. So guys, a lot of things that have been here. You can see the exhaust tank, how I just did it, and it came out of this one here now. So a lot of things that is on this job now is actually on a very high advanced calculation. So I make sure I do my paperwork very well. I work on my template, even though I don't have money to create molds for now. But I think that mold is one of the most important things I have to be thinking about. But since I don't have money to get to that level, I think let me lay my hands on the ones I can. So on this now, so this is the back shock absorber. This shock is actually for a power bike, but it is well calculated, because I went to the place whereby they sell power bike parts. So I think this shock can be the best for this bike, for this car now. So I actually put it under a lot of calculation and a lot of tension before I buy the shock absorber. So this fan, I was meant to convert this engine. You can see this is an air cooling system engine. So I was meant to convert this engine into a water cooling system, because what I was meant to do is to lose the engine block and do some mechanical work on it. But number one thing is that I don't have a drilling machine, and I also don't have a lathe machine. I would have shown you guys a video on how you can convert an air cooling system engine into a water cooling system. So that was the reason why I'm using this fan here now. So this is a very high speed fan. Actually, I now ended up using for the cooling system. But in case if I see a way to get some material that I need, I'm going to be doing a video of converting this engine block, which is air cooling system, which is being designed for air cooling system. I'm going to be converting it into a water cooling system. So A lot of it, a lot of it. So I've talked about the fan. So these the seat belts are just the seat belt that I now did on the job for safety of the driver. So although you can see where I pin it up, the two of them. So the seats, I'm still gonna be padding the seats, and you can see the gear, and you can see the steering system controlling the tires. So this car it has a lot of features, like crazy features. I don't have anybody who will be holding this video for me. So guys, there is an interesting part of this car now that you have never seen in any other automobile. There is a space at this top now. You can see this space now. This is actually for two partner, maybe two lovers. You can come with your partner, and it's going to be having like a kind of staircase whereby you can use to climb to the roof. This is actually 2 seats that stays here, and you and your partner can stay here, gist, laugh, and catch a lot of fun. So is it not I has a lot of features that I want to use to change the history of automobile.